Okay, my name is Hatto Fischer. I'm a poet and philosopher. I came actually here to this conference because, say, for the last 2 years, but more recently, a lot of discussions developed between different poets, especially from Ireland. The Irish poets have this Gaelic language issue, and they are always involved in translation. So it's almost like here in Malta, you have the bilingual, and I found it interesting what Carsten said about when you don't speak proper both languages, your own and the foreign language. And I don't know if you know the Polish journalist Kapuscinski. He went to India and tried to learn English, and then all of a sudden it dawned on him after 1 month, I'm learning actually the language of the oppressor. So I think this conference is very much about making possible, in a secret way almost, translation as like an emancipation, if one takes that. And as a philosopher, of course, you know that you need to have a very structured framework to make possible the comparison, so that you can leave the different meanings in their own respective language, but still know what you're translating and what you're not. We say, for example, good poems can be recognized, but they lose the least in the translation. Or others say there are certain things that cannot be translated, can only be approximated. So one of the interesting points, of course, is that this is Valletta, and the European Capital of Culture, coming here in 2018. I live in Athens, Greece, and there, of course, Athens was the first European Capital of Culture in '85. I'm working together with Spiros Markouris, the brother of Melina, and we had been till 2010 a network of former, current, and future capitals of culture. And I think that if any project is successful, more or less, in the European context, then it is the European Capital of Culture. There's a lot of hope connected with that, a lot of failures because of the over-commercialization and its development. So what we tried in Athens is to keep some memory of the different cities and make them learn from each other, because it is important how each city contributes. And within that context, of course, I was interested in the combination of translation, literature, and then European Capital of Culture in the future. So the meeting with the people here is very stimulating, and I would say I take back home some very good memories and some inspirational moments, especially that you meet here people from the Arabic world, Beirut, Cairo, Istanbul, and I think that this Mediterranean hub was always the birthplace of civilization, with many important writers and philosophers contributing. And I think that the present dialogue between what's happening in the European world and what's happening in the Arab world, we have two different kinds of crises. The more we understand each other, the less wrong expectations we have from each other. So that's, I would say, in a philosophical sense, imagine the impossible and do what you can do in order to make sure that in reality you don't give up your dreams.